2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. At this point of the season... Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. And for the Knicks, Alex Caruso out there with Baker. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Kuzma, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
Pass to George. Gobert with a screen on Giddey. From deep, George nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Knicks lead.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high. Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Pass to Giddey. Stolen by Ball. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. There's a screen. Baker in the corner. Shoots over Holmgren. They get it again. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Outside Williams. Back to Giddey. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. George against Giddey. George, no good. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to New Orleans. Kuzma passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kuzma outside. Outside Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field. And George, here we go. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the step-back J. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making the mid-range look effortless right there. There is no doubt this guy is a 3-level scorer.
There's Baker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. George against Giddey. No good with the layup.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
It's Williams, high post. He doesn't hit that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. They set the screen. And George kicks the ball. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the jump by Holmgren.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's Ball. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Passes it to Baker. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. And stolen by Giddey. Dishes it to Holmgren. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. They get it back. And George kicks the ball. And there's the pass to Baker. 5 on the clock. Tries it again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And 1 on Holmgren. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Now here's Giddey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And so it's New York with it. The Thunder making the shot. Gobert with a screen for George. Over Giddey. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
That's so long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Inside, here's Kuzma. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's George. He's got 7. Here's Baker. Back to George. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Toronto. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 3-point lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and Ball jumps all over the defense, especially when they give him a lane to the basket. Outstanding at forcing the issue.
During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the 2nd most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
Holmgren the pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
like that, that's your only option. A unique type of player, Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 5. Outside, George. Back to Ball. Outside, George. Ball is screened on quickly. George. Knicks with a new 14. Baker kicks to George. Drills it from outside. George has got 10 points in the game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Now George, after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Baker. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Faster quickly. Over Gobert. Second chance shot. Here's Holmgren. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Offensive rebound. Wall with a block.
John Wall, such a smart, disruptive defender.
6 to shoot. Ball dishes to George. And another shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Wall attacking. 54 seconds left in the first. Joe, that's good. And so Wall with the assist.
John Wall's vision is unquestioned. He puts it on time and on target, creates an easy look for his teammates.
Wall feeling it out a bit. Back to George. Fires for 3. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 13.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Knicks lead 26.
Ball against Wall. And there's the drop. Oh!
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
Ball with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Baker. George with the ball. Quickly covering. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Knicks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Your Knicks City game.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
We've got Lonzo Ball. Baker out there with Gobert. Then it's Paul George. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. They're the group. New York will start the second one.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Outside Williams. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Over Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Gobert. And it's Ross in for George. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Giddey's checked in. Now here's Ball. Ross on the wing. Over Giddey. Dort grabs the miss.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after New York gets the three. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams comes with a double team. Ross for three. Here's Baker, who's back up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his fourth rebound in this one. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen away. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Ball. Back to Bamba. The kick out to Ball. The pass to Baker. New York needs to get off a shot. Ball, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go with the three. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. You know, one thing Greg the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-point attempt by Mohamed Bamba. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass. He can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Kuzma's checked in for Dort.
City Dancer.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Caruso looking for an opening. Over to the wing. Bamba passes to Ross. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s. Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
No good on that one. And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Knicks. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Rubio. 3 on the clock. Ross finds Aldridge. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Paul George is checked in for Ross.
For your New York Knicks, Paul George.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Kuzma. Softly drops in the floater. And it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Up top, Rubio. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Gobert with a screen for George. He feeds it to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. Holmgren kicks to Kuzma. And it's sent back by Aldridge. George against Giddey. George dishes to Rubio. Back to George. Passes to Caruso. Over Williams. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Knicks trail by 4. Rubio outside. Outside, George. 3-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here is Giddey. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. That one good for 2. And now that's 11 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Thunder. Joe's checked in and quickly in for Josh Giddey. Knicks trail by 6. Rubio outside. Now the pass to George. Gobert with a screen on quickly. George passes to Gobert.
Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
They set the pick. Here's Wall. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Once again, fans, make some noise for your Knicks City Dancers.
Check in for the Knicks. Ball comes in for Ricky Rubio.
Let me hear you once again.
And that one misses.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with speed and the ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Thunder leading by 5. Holmgren with it. Now defended by Gobert. Got that one up quick. Quickly's got his first 3 points of the game.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Now, here is George. 14 points for him.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. It's a 10-point game. to George. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
Now, here's Kuzma. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Gobert with the block. Ball against Wall. Ball, the pass to Baker. The kick out to Ball. Pass to George. Here's Caruso. There's Ball with the 3. Ball's through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Now, here's Kuzma. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. Over quickly. George, no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Holmgren in the corner. It's rebounded by New York. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And George kicks to Caruso. George looking over the floor. Pass to Baker. Pocket 2. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Poked away. And here's the break. Ball, the pass to George. Here's Gobert. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Coach, the league going back and forth. How do you get separation from them in the second half?
We got to play with more energy. We're playing a low-energy game, offensively and defensively. So we're just trading buckets. We're not getting anywhere.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
The bench is one of the strengths of this team, with some big-time scoring power. They've carried the extra load offensively.
And that's an advantage not every team has. And now, let's take a second here to look at what's ahead on the schedule.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, against this team, they have an advantage. But it's not a sure thing. They're going to have to play their hearts out.
Kenny, can you smell that?
What's that?
I'm smelling an upset.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Williams is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Holmgren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2 spot. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the dish to Holmgren. Kuzma outside. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
That's the long-range damage that this coaching staff wants Shai Gilgeous-Alexander searching for. Nicely done.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks.
The tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. Back to George. Over Giddey. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Thunder leading by 8. And Kuzma has it in the corner. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Let's go, Knicks fans. Time to get loud for your Knicks Breaker Dance Crew.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. There's the pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to get back on track here. Rebound by Williams.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gobert with the defensive effort. Leaps for it. Knicks trail by 11. Right side George. Here's Baker. It's rebounded by Giddey. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder.
What a promising future for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's long, he's athletic, he can play the 1 and the 2, and perhaps the most important thing is everyone raves about his character and his coachability.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 8. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
You bring a level of awareness and quickness. Gilgeous-Alexander has both, and it pays dividends there.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. inside, Ball. Gobert with a screen for Ball. And Doris, in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver has said that shared loves and appreciations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it, the opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find more things that connect us than that pull us apart.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here is Ross. The Thunder making the shot. Back to Rubio. Bamba, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bamba. They need this. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, obviously, this is where Mo Bamba is so dangerous. You make a mistake on the defensive end, he's going to take free throws.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. Giddey with the bounce pass. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And it'll be his fourth time going to the free throw line in the game. Free throw drops for Holmgren. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Rubio kicks to Bamba. The Knicks rebound.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves, this guy can get going offensively. He's starting to cook a little bit.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Ingles. Right wing. Clock at 6. Bamba finds Ingles. Here's Rubio. No good on the shot. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that will conclude this long 7-game road trip. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Who wants a t-shirt? Get on your feet. Make some noise.
Group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Then for the Thunder, Joe's checked in and quickly in for Josh Giddey. Here's Joe. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Dort to screen on George. Outside, Dort. And a miss there on the triple. New York's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Pass to Baker. Back to George. 4 on the shot clock. George double team. Here's Baker. Tries again. That one goes. Count it. Baker's got 8 points.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here's Quickly. The three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Passes it to Williams. Outside, Dort. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Dort's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Now the pass to Baker. To the inside, George. Can't connect. From short range.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
That one goes in. Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Ball against Wall. Ball, the pass to George. Here's Baker. Back to George. George double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oklahoma City ball.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Kuzma's checked in.
Kuzma.
Williams against Gobert to the left side wing. Kuzma passes to Williams. Comes up empty down low. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And it's the quickness of ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Ball hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Kuzma outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Thunderbolt.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
1 shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the third. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Ball with the bucket.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
Here's Wall, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Thunder have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
John Wall at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Knicks trail by 21. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Baker. Now George quickly covering. George double team. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's an aggressive move to the hoop and a great pass there to cap it off.
Yeah, that's something these guys are always perfecting. Beautiful loft on the assist.
Here's Joe. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Caruso. And the three ball is good. Caruso's got his third basket of the night.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Williams, a screen on Caruso. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Out to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot.
No, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
And the shot goes in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Baker out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Ball dishes to George. Bamba setting the pick for George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Got one on Holmgren.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
At the line.
They throw good. Paul George. And George drops them both.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. Bamba with the block. Giddey against Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
That's good from Ball. Ball hits them both. The Thunder leading by 15. Here's quickly. There's the triple. A three-pointer is right on target.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Ball with it. Pass to Baker. Back to Ball. New York moving it around. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Giddey.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Back to George. On the wing, George. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Holmgren. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
One shot.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. He dishes it to George. Bamba a screen on Giddey. And George kicks to Bamba. And it's off from three-point range. Giddey with it. George picks him up. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. They retain possession. Buries it despite the hack. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bamba sets a screen. Ball, the pass to Bamba. Shoots over Holmgren. Bamba's shot is off.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. Knicks with the rebound. Baker's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Bamba wide open, and he fires. Baker kicks to Bamba. And there's the pass to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Quickly. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. George against Giddey. The shot by George, no good. And here are the Thunder now. A big stretch here going 10-2. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
You're looking at the MVP race last season between 3 incredible big men with Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Analyzing that, Doris, what's your big takeaway?
The idea that the big man, the 5 spot in the NBA is obsolete, that argument is over. What impresses me is the skill level of NBA players, particularly manning the center position in the modern age. Highly skilled, can shoot it, can take it off the bounce, and are exceptional passers. Boy, this is fun to watch.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball kicks to Caruso. Off target with his 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Pass to Holmgren. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Quickly the pass to Holmgren. Bangs home the trifecta. Holmgren's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chet Holmgren.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Baker. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And George kicks to Baker. Outside, ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Outside, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Let's hear it for your Knicks City Dancer.
Checked in, and John Wall subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to George. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's got to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Ball against Wall. Over to the left wing. Williams, a screen on George, and it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George.
That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
It's stolen.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
And it's in there. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Here's Joe, defended by George. The kick out to Williams. Puts up a three. Hachimura, no good. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Joe, defended by George. Passes it to Hachimura. Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and they pick up two. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ball, the pass to George. Launches it. It's rebounded by John Wall.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
The pass to Joe. The teardrop falls in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Here's New York. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. The Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Hachimura. On defense, the Thunder. Here's Clemens. There's the pick. New York, no good that time either.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The ball kicks to Dort. From 13, Bamba with the block. Ross on the wing, guarded by Kuzma. Offensive rebound, Freedom. The layup missed. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Pass to Kuzma. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, Clemens with the rebound. New York shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Fades and misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Wall with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Joe. Passes it to Wall. That 3 off the mark. Now Bamba kicks it to Ingles. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home field to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Guys, thanks. Kyle Kuzma, congrats on the win. What were you able to do successfully tonight?
I think as a team collectively, we just got stops and we kind of found a rhythm offense, and I think we just got it done like that.
Well, that rhythm led to a W, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.